Hey, what's going on, guys? We're sitting in our newest rental purchase. We are sitting in a bomb shelter right now. We do not buy rentals unless they have a bomb shelter in them. Tenant safety is our top priority, so we want to make sure all our rentals have bomb shelters in them. Just kidding, this is weird. We're going to show it to you though.
All right, let's get out of this place. It's creeping me out. Hey guys, we're outside our brand new rental rehab project. We just got inside this for the first time. My partner Sam has already been in this house, but we'd love to show you around. Come take a look. We just got done walking it with our project manager to get a rehab game plan on this house.
So one thing to notice, guys, is as you can see, we got a bunch of gravel. Doesn't look the best right now. Rolling up to it, didn't quite know what was going on, but we found out that they were replacing the sidewalk. They're about a quarter of a mile down the road, so they're making their way up here. So always be aware of what the local municipality is doing to hopefully improve the area. This is a great sign that the municipality is spending money to create a brand new sidewalk out here. We'll add curb appeal, we'll add value, so it's something great when your local municipality takes part in improving the value of your property.
Hey guys, before we walk inside, please subscribe to our channel. We're dropping new content 3 times a week.
Alrighty, Mr. Hollywood Chase, take them off, and Bruce Willis will go inside and show them the house. Alright guys, so we bought this property from the local wholesaler. We bought several houses from him. We actually bought our 27 house package from him. So he gave me a call, told me this house was vacant, under lockbox. We were the first ones to look at it, so that was awesome. I walked in the front door, the first thing I noticed was this hardwoods. They're in great shape. They look like they've been redone recently in the past few years. They potentially had carpet on top of them, but they're in great shape. So that was the first thing I noticed. The next thing I noticed were these windows. These windows are probably maybe 5-10 years old, great vinyl windows. So those are 2 potentially expensive things that would potentially be needed in a rehab, and they're already taken care of. So that was a great way to start off the walkthrough.
Yeah, we'll probably just end up doing a rejuvenation product on the hardwoods, and that's it. That's a $20 product at Home Depot, so that'll get these floors looking great. The next thing you guys can notice is this big wall here. It kind of closes off the living room that we're standing in. On the other side of the wall is the kitchen. So we're thinking about opening this up, either creating some type of pass-through or just eliminating this wall altogether, and that would really change the whole feel and layout of this house.
The last thing to notice, the most important thing, is Lucas's fresh new shoes. Those are brand new shoes. Those are the most expensive shoes he's owned in the last 10 years.
Accurate. What are we doing with this kitchen, Sam?
Yeah, this kitchen is actually in really, really good shape. The more you look into it, these cabinets are in really good shape. We were talking about possibly painting them, but the fact that they're in such good shape, yeah, they're a little darker than we'd like, not quite the current style, but you paint them, eventually you're gonna have to paint them again because it chips and that kind of thing. So we're just gonna leave the cabinets as they are. We're gonna put some brushed nickel poles on them so they kind of match the brushed nickel of the rest of the kitchen, and then we're gonna replace the microwave and the stove. Other than that, the refrigerator and the dishwasher over there are in great shape. What are we going to do with the countertops and the backsplash, Luke?
Yeah, the great part about this kitchen is we have so many options because it's in great shape. I think what we decided on is to keep the countertops, and we're actually going to spray them a granite color because they're in great shape and they have a nice little edge to it. I think it's going to look really nice, like a solid surface type countertop. The sink's in great shape, the faucet's in great shape. The backsplash is in great shape. We might spray that white, but overall this kitchen we got really lucky with. We're obviously going to do a vinyl plank on the floor, and we'll do a matching vinyl plank in both of the bathrooms, and let's head that way now.
I feel like every time I see you guys, I'm standing in a bathtub. Kind of weird, but that's all right. So this bathroom's in great shape, kind of like the kitchen. We're not going to do a whole lot in here. That's the good and the bad with something in such good shape as this is. You don't quite know what to do or what not to do. If the bathroom's trash or the kitchen's trash, you just get everything and put everything in new. So that makes it a little simpler, but we love to have the option to just pick and choose what we want to do to make what is already nice just a little bit prettier. So in here, we are going to spray this tile. We're going to rip out this wallpaper. As you can see, the kitchen had wallpaper in it as well. Ripping out wallpaper can be kind of expensive. It's a little bit of an unknown. Sometimes they come off in sheets, and sometimes they come off in little bitty sections, and it takes somebody, you know, 2 or 3 days to get the wallpaper down in a few rooms. So that is something to be aware of. If there's wallpaper on your walls in your house, especially if it's older wallpaper, sometimes it doesn't come off as easy. But as far as this goes in here, we're gonna rip the wallpaper out, paint it. We're gonna put the same flooring, vinyl planking that we do in the kitchen in here. We're gonna have a new toilet. The vanity and this cabinet above the toilet matches the kitchen, so we're gonna leave that, just replace the pulls and match. And then we're gonna replace, we got some gold finishes here on the sink and in the shower. We're gonna replace those with some nice brushed nickel. Other than that, we're gonna pretty much keep it as is, just kind of spruce up what's in here. Luke's gonna show you the bedrooms.
All right, guys, let's make our way into the hallway here and through all 3 bedrooms. So a couple things to notice in the hallway. Got the old school gold cover plates right here. So we're gonna replace the cover plates and the outlets. This house also has a central vac system. I don't think that adds hardly any value nowadays. So we're gonna take it out in the basement and we'll show it to you down there. And we'll also take it out here and maybe patch that so the central vac system is completely gone. We'll replace the old school thermostat and get a newer digital thermostat in here. Come on down here, Yates. You can see the paneling. We'll probably keep the paneling up and just paint it, and I think it'll look just fine. Light fixture, Yates, can you hit here? We're gonna do all new light fixtures throughout. Again, we don't love fans, so we'll just have simple static light fixtures throughout the whole house. All right, one of the final things to notice is the doors. Doors are in great shape, but they are the wood panels, so we're gonna paint the doors white and replace the hardware, the gold hardware, with probably a brushed nickel. Go ahead, Yates, and pop through these 3 bedrooms, and I'll meet you in the master, and we'll look at the master suite. And Sam wanted us to point out that this bedroom paint color looks like mint ice cream.
I don't even like mint ice cream.
All right, coming into the nice, open, spacious master. Hardwood floors throughout here too. Got a little wallpaper, but we'll take care of that. And the best part about this master is that it has its own half bath. So come on in and we'll show you that. Whoa! All right, take it from there.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So I want to talk about this bathroom real quickly for you. So this is a nice bathroom. It's in great shape. We're going to redo this entire bathroom for under $500. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the same vinyl planking that is in the other bathroom in the kitchen. We're going to spray these blue tiles white. We're going to put a new toilet in here, new fixtures on the sink, new mirror, and new light. So we're going to be in and out of this bathroom for $500, and it's going to look brand new when we're done with it. All right, let's head down to the basement. We got some fun stuff to show you down there. All right, so this is a finished room in the basement. It's the only finished room in the basement. The rest of the basement is unfinished, so we have 2 options. Or one option here would be to rip everything out, leave it unfinished, or the fact that it's already done and done pretty well, what we're gonna do here is we're going to put in new flooring, probably the same vinyl planking that we put upstairs everywhere, put it in here, nice waterproof flooring, a new light. Other than that, we're probably gonna leave it alone. This has a lot of kind of cool little knick-knack things in this house, in this basement. We got a little bit of hidden shelves going on here. Over here again, got some hidden shelves with the gas and the water shut off. So one thing to note is when we walk the properties, when our project manager, operations manager walks the properties with the tenant for the first time before they move in, make sure they're aware where the shutoff is. We want them to know that this is the gas shutoff is here and where the meter is. So they need to know where these things are in case there is an emergency. We also show them where the water shutoff out is. That's usually a little bit easier to see where it is, but make sure your tenants know where the shutoffs are.
So just one finished room like this in the basement probably doesn't add a ton of value, if any, above what you're gonna what it costs to fix it up. But it is an extra sleeping area, so when you go and rent your house out, I think it'll be more desirable and maybe rent faster, or when you sell it after you've had it or owned it for 10 years, I think it'll sell quicker too. Just a little more desirable, but as far as an appraised value, probably not gonna increase much by finishing this room out. All right, guys, so the system's here in pretty good shape. The AC outside is in great shape. The furnace is a Lennox, which is a good brand, and it's also a 90%er. So it's within 20 years old, and we'll probably keep it and clean it up and hopefully get another 10, 15 years out of it. Water heater is also in pretty good shape. Project manager was checking on a few things, but more than likely we'll be able to save this too and get another 10 years out of it.
So the foundation is one of the first things we look at, especially here in the Midwest in St. Louis where we are. I'd say half the foundations we see have some type of vertical cracking in it, so it's not a huge deal, but the fact that this is a 50, 60-year-old foundation and it has 0 cracks in it, we really like to see that. They also put in a little shower down here after the fact, so let's, got a nice soap dish right here. So we're gonna see if it works for the first time, so let's try it. Yep, it does. So after this, I'll probably scrub off before we go to the next house.
All right, plumbing stack. So cast iron is a sign that it is pretty much original with the house. Our cast iron here in Missouri isn't the best, but when it is in good shape, we can keep them. And like this one, I think we're gonna keep hopefully for a long, long time. If it hasn't cracked already, we get another several years out of it. There's some weird little outlet on here that kind of scares me. I probably shouldn't have touched it, but we'll get rid of that and make it safe for our new tenants. Also, we have a split bus electric panel here, so we'll probably have to replace this. The municipalities around here are kind of strict about these kind of things, so we'll end up having to replace this. It costs us about $1,000 bucks.
You can see here with the framing, looks like it was glued on. So there originally had this, looks like it was partially finished. So we're gonna go ahead and rip these out just because there's no real point in having them in here. However, on this wall, we are going to drywall and frame it in because of the bomb shelter that we bought along with this property. They didn't even charge me extra for it. So we looked at this earlier at the beginning of the video. This is definitely unique, not something we usually see. It did provide us with a little bit of a choice to make. What do you do with it? So what we're gonna do, like I said, is we're gonna drywall this wall in just to kind of cover it up. We just don't want tenants messing around down there and falling. It's not very safe to get in and out of, and it's all concrete. So we are going to end up framing this in. We are going to put air vent in here. It has airflow from the outside in the front of the yard, so it needs to circulate air. So we are gonna have an air vent up there to make sure that it doesn't get moldy and stays in good shape. So it's definitely a little extra bonus feature to have in the house. So it's always something else. It's always interesting. No two houses are the same.
Yeah, it's super interesting having a bomb shelter, and you can tell that it was added to the house after the house was built because of the way that they cut this out. It looks like they jackhammered it of some sort. So they didn't have available diamond blades to cut through that back in the day, so they just jackhammered this out, probably dug down in the front yard and poured that. I think this goes like halfway out in the front yard, almost to the street.
Yeah, it's probably 100 square foot maybe in there, and it's 8 to 12 inch concrete surrounding it. So it is in great shape. So.
All right, guys, so we're in the backyard. It's got a nice fenced-in backyard. As you guys know from our previous videos, we like fenced-in backyards, but we got to do some cleaning up here. It's got a great brick patio that I think we'll just keep and maybe spray the weeds in there and kill the weeds. But besides that, I think we'll keep it in place.
Yeah, and you can see there's a lot of bushes and small trees and big trees and a lot going on back here agriculturally. So we are going to keep a lot of it, but the stuff that requires a lot of maintenance, the stuff that doesn't look good, the stuff that needs trimmed all the time, we are going to get rid of that. Tenant, you don't know for sure if tenant is or is not going to take care of something, so we like to err on the side that they're not going to take care of too much, so we don't want to give them too much responsibility for the look of the house on the outside. So we are going to cut a lot of this down. All right, Lucas is going to go over the numbers with you on this house while I figure out what the heck this is.
Good luck. All right, so our flipping company bought this house or got this house under contract for about, I think it was $76,000. Sam and I wanted it as a rental, and that's
I got it,
Sam.
I got it.
Did you figure out what it was though?
Nope, but it's gone now.
It's
all
gone.
Right, go back over your numbers.
All right, I think our rehab number just went down now that you got rid of that.
You're welcome.
All right, so 76,000 bucks, flipping company, and then we assigned it for a fee to our rental company. We signed it for, I think, a $5,000 or $6,000 fee, so our rental company is a different entity, so we're actually buying this thing for about $82,000, spend about 15 grand, 15 to 20 in a rehab, so we'll be all in for 97 to 102,000. This house is probably worth 125, 130, and it's gonna rent for 1250, 1275. So we'll be sitting at that 80% loan to value or less, and also cash flow about 200 bucks a month when we get a tenant in here.
So what I love about houses like this is they're just so clean. When we first started buying rentals, man, we had to do a lot of rehab and going on. The houses weren't in livable condition. These are the type of houses we'd love to buy because it's in livable condition right now. Yeah, it's a little bit outdated, but we're just doing literally surface things to this and getting it rent ready and getting it going. It's mid-spring, so we want to get this on the market late spring, early summer, because that's a lot more active time for rentals. We don't really like to put stuff on the market in the fall and winter just because the holidays, kids going back to school and everything like that. It's a little bit harder to get things rented, so we're just going to kind of cosmetically fix this up and get it out on the market. It should appraise out and rent to a good renter. All right, so we would please ask you to subscribe to our channel, like the videos, hit the notification bell so you get notified first when a new video comes out, and you can comment right away so we can get back to you with whatever questions you have.
Yes, Sam and I are probably going to buy 20, 25 rentals this year, and we're going to take you through every single one of them. So when we first started, I think this is our 109th property that we closed on. That we have in our rental portfolio. We have our 110th under contract to close on. We'll take you through that when we do as well. But if I had someone like this to follow while we were starting, we would have eliminated so many mistakes. So we hope that you guys are seeing some value in this, and also a little entertainment when Sam breaks things like that.
Alrighty, in the comments below, please tell us if you would buy a rental property or a flip property for that case. Would you buy an investment property with a bomb shelter in it? Tell us if you would or not.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next one.
And
then he goes, I'm the smartest man alive!
You want to do that?
That'd be kind of funny.
All right. You sure you got a blue door? I've never seen a blue door before, so I wanted to see what a blue door looked like.
I'm the smartest man alive!
Blue duck, Billy Madison. I don't know if you got that.
I am the smartest man alive!
Yo.
Okay, we're back on.
In the middle of a shoot. I'll call you right back. All right.
Scrub off. Oh, it's got a little, look at that. It's got a drain to drains. Yeah.
That's what the drain does, Lucas.
Yeah.
He's an engineer.